Hi everyone, welcome to this new lecture of engineering economics. In this lecture, we'll discuss about the concept of limitations or exceptional of law of demand. In our last lecture, we have discussed about the concept of law of demand, and we also have discussed about the demand curves. Now we'll see what are the limitations of law of demand. The law of demand states that when the demand of the product is decreased, at that time the price increased, or we can say when the price is decreased, the demand of the product is increased. However, there are some exceptions are there where this does not happen, like the concept or the theory of law of demand, it does not apply. Some exceptions or some conditions are there, so that we are going to study here. The first one is the goods having the prestige value, or which is known as the Veblen effect. So Veblen effect says that some luxury goods are purchased because they are very expensive and signal wealth or status. So some items, some luxury goods are purchased because they are very expensive. Higher prices may increase the demand because the product becomes more exclusive. As per the Veblen effect, it says that if the product price is very high, then the demand also will be very high. So some examples I have taken, like diamond, luxury cars, watches, designer handbags, and high-end sports cars. So this is coming under the Veblen effect, because law of demand says that the demand decreased when the price increased. But here what? Higher price, higher demand. That's why this is the exceptions from the law of demand. The next one is given goods. In the given goods also similar kind of things, but here these are some inferior goods for which the demand may increase even when the price rises because of consumers cannot afford better alternatives. When you don't have any kind of alternative options, you cannot go for some other items. Even the price rise in price, the quantity demanded increased. So price increased, demand also increased. With the price fall, the quantity demanded decreases. So the demand curve slopes always upward to the right. You can see that this is the demand curve is there, price the y-axis and demand quantity demanded in the x-axis. So the curve is always upward directions. But in the law of demand, we have seen the demand curve is like downward directions, and that we have discussed why this demand curve is downward directions. So example also I have taken, a very low income family may buy more staple foods such as coarse grains after its price increased. Even though the price increased, so they cannot afford some other alternatives. That's why they need to purchase. The next one is speculative effect, or we can say the speculation about the future prices. The consumers may buy more even when the prices are rising if they expect the prices to rise further. Okay. So the best example for this is like people may purchase the gold when its price increases if they expect that even higher prices in the future. Suppose today price of that gold is very high, though they are feeling, but again they're having some speculation about the tomorrow price. That tomorrow maybe the gold may be going to be increased more price. So even the price is high, so the cost is very high, the demand also will be higher. That's why which is the exceptional, or which is the limitation we can say in the law of demand. So the next one is necessities. So the necessities is like the essential goods are purchased because regardless the price changed. So which is very essential or necessity, that product will be purchased even the price changed. That will be always in demand. Some examples like medicines and the life-saving medical equipments and the basic food items during the emergencies. So these are some necessities or emergency situations where these essential goods are very important. Even though the price higher little bit, the demand will be same, that will be higher. So next one is the ignorance. So the consumer may believe that higher price products are better quality and buy more of them. Okay. Like the people who used to addicted to the gym, or like they used to have the habit of going gym, they they used to purchase some health supplements. Okay, so some people purchase more expensive health supplements by assuming that it is more effective, even though they don't know about that what is the exact applications or what the exact effect to the consumer's health. Even that without any kind of evidence, they used to purchase more. So that is called ignorance. So what they feel, like more expensive equal to that better quality. The next one is emergency situations. Okay, so the best emergency situation is that what the world felt, that is COVID. Okay, so during the COVID situation, we have like a lot of scarcity is there, and scarcity of medical equipments. So this kind of emergency situations, when it is there, even the price is increased, like higher price, the demand will be higher. Like a simple example here, mask I have taken. So during the emergencies or natural disasters, the consumers may buy more despite of higher price. Even the price is very high, the consumers will be purchase that product, like bottled water during the floods, and fuel before the cyclones, and the masks during a disease outbreak, like what I told you, the COVID situations. In that situation also, these are the things out there, like oxygen cylinders, medicines, masks, and so many things are there. So that demand high and price also high. The next one is habit forming goods. The habit forming goods is very simple. Like some people are having some kind of addictive and or habit forming goods, which often does not fall significantly when the price increase. Though the price of that, this kind of goods, like this kind of items are very high, though the peoples or the customers or consumers are addicted to that, the price increase, still they will be have a higher demand. Like examples of cigarettes and tobacco products, alcohols. So the price, government is to having high tax to this and higher price for this, still they're having the higher demand. The next one is the fear of shortage or panic buying. The people may buy more despite rising the prices, even if they expect that products are going to be unavailable. Okay, when the people or a consumer feel that this product is going to be scarcity in the next week or tomorrow onwards, like that, so they'll feel, that means even that shortage, that fear of shortage, if they're panicked that one, so consumers, what they will do, the consumers will upon buy the stockpile cooking oil or the rice when they anticipate the supply of shortage. When they feel that there is a shortage of supply, so immediately they'll purchase that oil and the rice and some kind of like survival items. That is called fear of shortage or panic buying. So you can buy more before it's not available. Okay. So along with that, we are going to discuss about the assumptions of the law of demand. So the assumptions is very, very simple. Now we have discussed about the exceptionals. Now assumptions is nothing but it's very simple. While we had discussed the law of demand, there I told you that other things remain in same. Okay, like when you discuss about the law of demand, that time I told you like other things remaining same in the sense few things we need to take as a constant. Okay, that should be there. So that is called assumptions in the law of demand. What are the assumptions are there? Like let's discuss. The first one is the stable of consumer preference. It should be taken as a constant. There must be no change in the taste or preference of the customers during the period of observations. During the period of observations, we need to think that we should take this taste and the preference of the consumers should be constant. The next one is the constant income level. The consumer's income must remain unchanged to ensure that shifts in demand and are caused by price alone. The next one is unchanged price of related goods. The price of complementary or substitute goods must remain steady to avoid or external influence on the commodities demand. So that means the price related goods should be unchanged. It should be constant. It should not change. Then the next one is absence of close substitutes. So then there should not be any kind of substitute option should be there. The law assumes that there are no readily available alternative commodities that could sway consumers' choice. That means if they're having kind of any kind of alternative substitute are there, then the customers or consumers can go for that one. Okay, that should not be there. The next one is no social distinctions or the prestige, you can say. The commodity must not be a prestige item where higher prices might actually increase demand due to the social status. That means it is called actually advertisement. Okay, so in other term, we can say this is advertising of items or advertisement. The next one is continuity of demand. So the demand for the commodity must be continuous. It should not be like, steadily, like, one by one, or like this. Once it is happened, again it stopped, again it is started, again it stopped, like this. No, the demand for the commodity must be continuous and not subject to erratic, or we can say that one-time purchasing patterns. That should be there. And the next one is the fixed price expectations. The consumers must have no expectations or significant the future price changes like what we have seen previously in the exceptional case, or that would lead to hoarding or delayed buying. That should not be there. It should be fixed. The expectation price should be fixed. So what we have seen in the assumptions, like few concepts or few demands or few factors need to be taken as a constant, like what I told you, that income level of the customer, and next what I told you, like, taste and preference of the customer, the price related goods, and the expectations about the prices, income of the futures, and one more is there, yeah, size of the populations, one more is there, and continuity of demand, no social distinctions, and fixed price for the expectations. So these are the some assumptions of the law of demand. And what we have discussed today, like limitations, exceptional of law of demand, and the assumptions on demand. I hope you understand this lecture. Still, if you are having any doubt and query regarding this, you can give a comment on the comment box. Thank you all.